Welcome, everyone or anyone who is listening in. This is probably, I don't know, technically supposed to be our 7th, maybe 8th or 9th episode, but
I don't know.
Carlos just didn't fucking feel like editing the last 3.
So I think I don't have the editing software, so I can't.
Oh shit! Hold up. Today it is currently the 12th of November, 2021, a Friday, as that's the days that we fucking record these things. Sorry, I just had to get that out just in case, just to keep track, basically.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact this is definitely not going to be released on the day that it was made.
Fucking. I mean, we always put it out on Saturday. It's just that shit.
Quotation marks.
Yeah,
We always
it should be on Saturday
be,
since apparently these things take around 2 hours.
2 hours that Carlos just doesn't have his own.
Yeah, apparently. I don't believe it, but apparently.
Which reminds me, the elephant in the room. There's only 2 of us. As you can tell, James is talking a whole lot more. He's got to pick up on Carlos's slack.
I know.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, Carlos ain't here today. He was. Actually, I don't know why the fuck he's not here.
No, I do know why.
It's not his birthday. It's not his birthday. Why do you swear to God it's his birthday?
It's his birthday. I know when his birthday is. It's like 25th or some shit. Wait, why am I pulling it out?
Do you say Waylon's birthday?
No, I do not. I completely forgot.
I'm pretty sure it's the 26th of July or June.
Yeah, I heard it was. I think it was July or June, but I don't remember the day.
Yeah,
I know Josh is like weeks from now because he's been talking about it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Josh's birthday and give him that birthday dicking that he so desperately desires. But it's just gonna be us two, and we're gonna be cramming as much shit into this one episode as much as possible because we kind of didn't do anything for the last 2 weeks, and for those last 2 weeks I was really expecting Carlos to upload the other episodes that we did, but as you can tell, he didn't.
I mean, next week is spring break. Not spring break, Thanksgiving break.
What? Dude, there's no fucking way it's gonna be spring break like that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we have time, and once Carlos find my flash drive, I'm able to actually start editing it, which I don't know how to edit, but I'll figure it out myself.
it's pretty good.
No, it's fucking not. That shit is so much.
Okay, listen. All right, people, I made some oatmeal. All right, very last minute, if you will, and I kind of rushed the shit out of it. I got the consistency right, but I just feel like there wasn't enough butter. So me being the lazy ass that I am, threw a whole ass stick of butter in this oatmeal. So I'm not gonna lie, the butter that I put in it, it's got a very distinctive
taste.
Yeah.
So
but it's just not too bad. Not too bad. But I slapped in some honey, sugar, and I think some ground cinnamon. I really need to hurry up and invest in some cinnamon sugar. I don't know if ground cinnamon is really doing it. But besides my shit oatmeal making, James, how have you been for the past 2 weeks?
I'm doing fine. I mean, I got homework still that I was complaining about, but the usual around that.
Sorry to hear about that, man. Imagine going to school.
Jamin, you work at fucking a chicken place.
I'm not going to school though, am I?
Well, you broke. You're on a strict income.
Oh my god, you are right about that.
That's sad.
I don't know if you're in the group Discord chat when I was talking about it, but for the past, I think 2-3 weeks, I've been so fucking pissed about how terrible my financial status is.
Aren't we all? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to debt with all of us. 2 more years and we're gonna be in debt no matter what. Waylon, it's a different story because
Waylon's got something. He's got a goal set, and that requires him to not spend so much.
Yeah,
what baffles me because I honestly question how he's not broke yet.
It's crazy. I question. I'm not gonna say it, but we all know, at least in a group chat, the person who spend the most, and somehow
I want to say it's Elliot.
Fuck no, he's just stupid in general. But it was Judah and stuff like that because no offense, but we were talking. It's Judah's decently smart, but he's very bad with money. Judah knows he's bad with money. Motherfucker somehow he gained. I think he would put a bunch of money in Dogecoin, got a fuck ton back. And and he spent it all immediately. I'm like, bro, I'm too scared to sell it. I can't, like, I've been sitting on the same same amount of money for like the past year and a half.
Yeah.
And like at the moment I'm just saving it for college and stuff like that, but you know.
I want to try getting into a college or at least a trade school. I was talking with Waylon earlier, you know.
Oh, what do you want to be? It depends.
I don't know. All my hobbies that I at least want to make some money off of requires me to go to college apart from automotive. And I'm very upset about that.
What you call it? Automotive, from what I heard, is a pain in the ass. So I definitely won't. If I had to, I won't go in it. Like,
I wouldn't say it's a pain in the ass. If you're into cars and you like working on shit, not a pain in the ass. I guess it would depend on the teacher.
It's tedious. Like the amount of work sometimes I have to do small things. It's fucking crazy.
That's how it is in automotive.
Yeah.
It's the simple things that makes the car complex.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, anybody can learn it. Just not a dumbass like me can do it. Like, I'm getting into software engineering. And, like...
I slightly beg to differ on that.
What do you mean?
I don't think anyone can learn automotive. I met one friend who had no idea what getting her tires rotated meant.
She probably says, like, don't the tire rotate immediately already?
So what do you mean by getting the tires rotated? Which, I guess that I can understand a little bit.
It's not.
But then she didn't understand how to get an oil change. I'm
all
like,
right,
dude,
that's something basic that everybody should be.
that's
able
at
to
least
do.
like one of the first things that your dad or mom has to cram into your head about a car.
Like, I think it's like the basic mechanics of, you know, checking your engine light, checking your tires, checking the oil and shit like that. You know, the very simple stuff that, like, you watch YouTube for. You know, like Chris Fix. That guy's amazing.
Yo, I remember when I started watching him, he had a low following, and now this man is fucking huge. Do you know that he was I think he was like the first on the YouTube charts of like automotive shit.
Yeah, he probably was, because I remember watching him too when it was really low and shit like that. But let's talk about our fucking week, dog.
My week was shit.
Really?
Like I said, I was pissed off for the past 3 weeks.
Oh, but your money?
Money is one of the main reasons. Yeah. Definitely one of the main reasons, because when I have no money, I'm stuck here doing nothing in this boring ass room.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dealing with the dog that's not mine.
You should.
And then there's that too. No, here's what happened. Right, she gave me her dog to watch over her for about a year, right? And she even proposed this. She said, "Hey, I can pay you if needed to watch over Fid." And me being the kind and caring person that I am, I said, "Nah."
Yeah, you should have taken that opportunity.
I'm like, "Nah, you don't have to. You know, I owe you a favor anyways. I ought as well take this in, right?"
Nah.
Last week, I started to regret that shit. I was like, I don't know how long I can keep going like this. Dude, I came home last night, right, after not much of a long day, but a day of work, you know? One of my managers over at Chicken Express, I don't really like him. But I came home, and I walked into my house, and I'm pretty sure you noticed it, but my house smells like shit for some reason. And I don't know why.
Nah, I didn't notice it.
Oh, then I guess I cleared it out. But, like, I would wake up or come back home from and my house just smells like shit. And I'm like, Hope Fig didn't shit anywhere. And she only shits in one place, and I don't know why. She doesn't shit anywhere else in this house but the cushion of that couch.
That's disgusting.
That exact cushion. And every time she does, I had to spend like $3 in quarters at the laundromat to wash the cushion. And I fucking hate it. Right? I washed that cushion a total of 10 times just to be sure that all the shit stains or whatever is gone. Right? But no, that cushion, it was moderately okay. If she pisses on it, I'm fine with that.
Isn't that where you sleep too?
I sleep right there now. She just does too much on that one. But if she pisses on it, I'm fine. Because I got some homemade remedies I can use to just scrub that shit out. You know, vinegar and baking soda and just some elbow grease.
Yeah.
And then some Febreze. But I don't have Febreze. That too. My Febreze went fucking missing. I had a whole ass canister of Febreze and it's just gone. I didn't touch it yet. I'm like, where the fuck is my Febreze? My house is not smelling like the pumpkin spice that I love. But I came home, right? And I saw that there was a little piss stain there. I'm like, okay, I can clean that, I guess. But then I saw there was trash everywhere. I looked at the trash can. The trash can is perfectly fine, intact. But she managed to get some shit from inside. There was destroyed orange juice gallon, right? My dustpan was destroyed, and there was just more trash that I just can't describe because I have no idea what the fuck it was or where she got it. But I was more pissed about the fact that she destroyed the dustpan because that's the shit I was going to use to pick up the trash. And now I'm looking at my broom and I'm like, now I gotta buy me a new broom and dustpan. Cause I don't want to just go to Walmart, right? And then just actively search, get back in your cage, actively search for dustpan. So I'm just gonna buy the entire set again, which shouldn't cost too much money. I don't think it's too
You
much
should probably you get one of those school vacuum or some shit like that. Those are really nice.
School vacuums.
Yeah, because like, I mean, honest, this house is a fucking mess. I'll probably get like a Roomba and shit like that, but because of the dog, that probably gonna.
She's
get
gonna destroy that
yeah.
shit. That thing is gonna move once and she's gonna go ape shit. I can see it.
Yeah, if I was in this house, I'd definitely get a fucking Roomba and just turn that shit on constantly.
Which I would do, but I got a dog that doesn't know how to handle herself alone.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So I would never get a Roomba around this dog, or honestly, a dog in general.
Oh yeah, speaking of broom, right? Like I said, I took her out for a walk earlier. Literally the first thing I did when I woke up, because I look at the time, I'm like, it's 8 o'clock. James is gonna be here at 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
So got up, put my shit on. It was cold as hell in my house, mind you. So I had to like find my thick ass jacket, put that on, left the oven on, opened it, and I started walking her out. Right, and I noticed just right beside my door, there was a broom and dustpan and a mop.
Just take it.
Well, here's the thing: that broom and dustpan and mop was being thrown around all day yesterday. Not by me. Like it was in the parking, like throughout the day yesterday. It was in the parking lot. It was on the sidewalk. It was in the bushes. Back on the sidewalk, parking lot. Last night, it was just in front of the park. It was in front of my door, like on the sidewalk, just laid out. I'm like, damn. Can someone like pick up after their shit or just throw this away already? So I kicked it to the side. I woke up this morning to take her out for a walk, and that broom and dustpan was just next to my door. And I got pissed because I woke up from a very pissy dream. It wasn't a nightmare, but I was pissed off about the dream. And so I saw it. I'm like, did y'all really task this job to me? So I grabbed it. I put it in my car. I put it in the trunk of my car, and I took Fig with me out for a walk. I went to one of the dumpsters around here, and I just threw the shit in there, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess whoever left it here didn't fucking want it anymore, so I just threw it away. So when I finished with Fig's walk, come back, I'm about to get in the shower, getting ready for you to arrive. Some Mexican dude walks up, starts knocking on my door, and Fig goes ape shit. I'm like, fuck, what's going on? So I walk back. Keep in mind, I'm half naked. I have no shirt on. And I see that someone's waiting outside my door. I'm like, ooh, let me close the blinds a little bit. Right? And so I went to go find some random ass shirt to put on. Found my Haltom shirt. And I walked up to the door. And he goes like, I put on the most tired face because I've been training myself for my wrestling face to not have a bitch look on it, you know?
What you call it? This reminds me of something. When me and Josh were like really good friends back in senior and junior year.
Are y'all not friends now?
We are. We just like we hate each other, but we like each other at the same time. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
But like me and Josh were like, James, he was like, James, you probably get become more happy or some shit like that because you walk around with a bitch face, like a resting bitch face. And I was like, do I really? I was like, yeah. You know why people avoid you and shit? I was like, oh.
I don't think it's the fact that they're avoiding you. You just don't really make it of an attempt to talk to them.
What you call it? This also reminds me, that my brother told me that according to my classmate, I look like I want to shoot everybody in the head, and I'm like, yeah, because like because apparently I always be like just doing my work, just staying quiet and shit like that. And just not doing it much because I don't like being, talking to you because I get annoyed easily and shit like that. It took me a while to get like used to you guys.
So glad I'm not in school anymore. You just can't mind your business in school without someone thinking you're gonna shoot the place up.
I mean, it didn't help that I definitely looked fucking depressed half the time.
True. But I guess that is a valid point there.
All right, that's my spiel. But on to your thing again.
Yeah, the Mexican dude was just at my door. And I was, I try to put on my little tired look on, be like, I just woke up, which, I mean, technically I did. I woke up like an hour before this man showed up to my door. And he goes, yeah, I left my broom and dustpan right here at your door. And I'm like, I went to my right. I went to my right where the dustpan
That
was.
exact same position. It's like, the fuck you want?
No, this is exactly how this went down. I looked to my right where the because he was pointing, and I looked. I'm like, I don't see a broom and dustpan. He's like, no, I left it right here at your door. I'm like, sorry, dude. I just woke up. I'm about to get in the shower and walk the dog. I didn't see a broom and dustpan. I was like, no. I left it at your door. It was right there at your door. Like, do you have it? I'm like, dude, I don't even have a dustpan. like, trust me, I don't have it. I'm trying. I need him to get the hint that I don't have it. Now, he doesn't know that I threw it away. But even still, he kept pressuring me like, dude, where's my broom and dustpan? Where's my broom? He's like, I don't fucking know. It's 8 o'clock in the damn morning. What do you want? Like, what do you want from me, dude? Like, I know for a fact I'm pulling this face off because I slowed my speech down. I kind of deepened it a little bit, get my morning voice on, and be like, huh? What? I'm sorry. I don't see a broom and dustpan here. I just woke up. I literally just opened the door today. And he just kept going at. I was like, listen. Just tell me what it looks like. If I see it, I guess I don't know, I'll look for you or leave it next to a tree. And then he walked off, and I'm like, good. Let's hope he doesn't come back.
My question is, why would you like?
Why would you leave it?
Yeah.
Why would you leave it? Yeah.
There.
That's why I'm not sorry about this. Now, if I saw whose it was and still threw it away, then I'd probably feel a little guilty.
Because it's someone else.
But I don't feel guilty at all. I was very pissed off about this because in my eyes, I thought someone just left their trash in front of my door. And I'm like, damn, that's disrespectful. Fuck your trash, right? But no. Some imbecile left their broom and dustpan and mop, mind you, outside. A mop. They left that shit at my door. And I'm like, this does not belong here. I don't have a better place to put it, so it's going in the trash. You can't get mad at me for thinking like that. You really can't.
Yeah.
And like, this dude was saying this like I'm supposed to fucking know it was his. Like, dog, I saw this shit getting tossed around like some prostitute on the street yesterday. What did you expect me to do? Well, you thought I was gonna hold it for you? Why would you set it up on someone's door? You're either begging for them to take it or begging for someone else to take it. That's like the only two things. I don't know what this man was expecting, but that's how my morning's been so far.
Okay.
And it's shit. Not because of, slightly because of that, but I had this bit of a shit dream I had this morning. I don't want to get into it though.
My morning, it was just a bunch of homework. I wasn't doing much, but I want to tell you about this dog is gonna puncture a shoe or some shit like that. But
Is it not steel toe?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh wait, get in your kennel. Go to your kennel.
But what you call it?
Yeah, go.
Me,
Thank you.
Josh, and Waylon went not hiking. We went rock climbing with his dad.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you about that. I mean, honest, I was fucking nervous because Josh was like, it's like, yeah, you get really fucking nervous the first time you did it. And when Josh was doing it, when he was rappelling, he was like getting ready and shit like that. And I was like, bro, is it really that bad? But when I was doing it, and Waylon's dad was really nice about it. It's like, you have to do this. He was like making sure everything was right. Mm-hmm. And I was like getting really nervous because Josh was like, and I was like, yo, you're not making it any worse. But like Josh went down and he went like, it was really easy when he went down. It was a lot easier. And then when it was my turn, he went over the instruction. It's like, you'll be fine. You just do the 8 thing, whatever the fuck it is, and just lean back. And I went, and there was a little like a step, like a side, like a
divot.
Yeah, like a divot. It's like a stair step. And I went there first, and like all you had to is you lean back, and I did that, and it wasn't even that bad. Josh made like. When I was looking at Josh, Josh
sure
made it
fucking with you.
Yeah, Josh made it look like it was like 100 times worse, and it was like a 40-foot like little canyon and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know if Josh was doing that shit near me, I'd probably punch him on the spot.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude. The last thing I want to think of is like this line could fucking rip and I just fall.
Yeah, and I was like, it wasn't even that bad, and I just kept climbing down, and it's like, you know, taking little step by step and stuff like that. But the next time I did it, it was like I went to the edge where it wasn't like a stair step and stuff like that, and fucking it took a bit. It took a bit because like it's like a fast drop where you have to like, you know, fucking lay back and shit like that.
Yeah,
you gotta be trusting yourself. It wasn't even that bad too. And I did Australian Man where like you basically rappel downward, like you're facing the ground.
I think I saw a photo of Waylon's dad doing that.
Yeah, he was like swan diving.
This dude was full on spread eagle, and I'm like, is this fucker flying? Like what?
The thing is, like, if I did that more, I would probably do it because it was very fun. I actually prefer that.
So on y'all's way back, me and Carlos was coming back from I think it was Parks Mall.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck did you guys get over here?
Here's the thing, right? I saw y'all in Waylon's dad's truck. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that looks like Waylon's dad's truck. And Carlos was like, maybe it is. I'm gonna follow him.
Dog, really?
So we started following y'all, and we were following y'all for like a good mile or two.
No, it's not that bad.
And I was looking. I'm like, I really do feel like this is their truck. And I saw. I didn't see anyone's heads though, because we were directly behind.
Yeah.
And the way his seat cushions are, it blocks y'all's heads. Mm-hmm. But I'm assuming you were in the back seat.
Yeah.
And I saw you move your head to the right. I'm like, that looks like James' head. Yo, I'm certain this has to be the truck. That looks like his fucking head. So we kept following y'all, and we started getting to Josh's neighborhood. I'm like, this place is looking familiar. And then y'all stopped right in front of Josh's. I'm like, no fucking way.
My question, it was really weird. You guys popped out of nowhere, and Waylon started talking to you guys. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I pulled up, and I'm like, holy shit. I said, yo. And Waylon, I forgot that y'all left so early in the morning. So y'all were obviously and reasonably tired. And so I look at Waylon like, yo, y'all passed right by us. And Waylon didn't really hear me, so he's just like, oh. And then just went back to sleep in the car. That was fucking awesome. I'm like, huh. I was like, talk about a small world. I was not expecting to see y'all at a stoplight like that.
What you call it? Something funny as shit happened when we were rock climbing. We were eating actually, and it was in the group chat. It happened in the group chat. So Jamin, you texted the group chat. Anyone to go to Parks Mall? And Carlos responded, yeah, sure. And I said sure too.
And I was really fucking confused. I'm like, wait, isn't this dude rock climbing? What?
Yeah. And I was like, and you came, apparently from what you said, you were in front of my house, which
I was.
You were? Mm-hmm. And like it fucked me over. It's like, yeah, your mom let us in. I was like, my mom would never let you guys in. Yeah,
because I'm like, me and Carlos was both skeptical about the entire thing. I'm like, wait a minute, weren't these dudes rock climbing?
Yeah.
Like, did they leave so early that they came back so early at the same time? It's like I refuse to believe this because it was like, I think it was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like in the afternoon, and like you said that, and I was like, that's some bullshit. But in the back of my mind, it's like it could be possible, and I was so scared about it. I was like, nah.
Yeah, what happened was like we were in front of your house, and I'm like, if James doesn't hurry his ass up out here, and then it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. This fucker's probably not even here. So me and Carlos decided to do like some little. We did some thinking to ourselves, like depending on where they are, they should not be here yet, you know. And then Waylon said some shit like, "Yeah, we'll be there in like 2 minutes." I'm like, 2 minutes? Odd. I was looking outside like I see James' car, but. Why would James get picked up? If anything, he'd probably drive over to Waylon's house. Yeah. So I just kept thinking, like, something here is odd. Something here is not right. And I think it was that point where I'm like, these fuckers aren't here. Right? So I tried to see if I could fuck with y'all a little bit. And whenever I say like, yo, bring out some water because I'm kind of thirsty, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, there's no fucking way they're here then. Because if they all said they're in your room, right? And I'm like, if that's true, then I refuse to believe that Waylon allowed James to pick him up. I refuse to believe that. There's no fucking way. And so I went ahead and was like, yeah, we're inside right now. Where are y'all? And I assumed that you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what? And the girl's like, yeah, your mom let us in. She knows me, but not Jamin. But she knows me. That's what counts. We were laughing our ass off. And then Waylon sent us a fucking video call. And I was looking, I'm like, that's a big-ass tree behind you. And then this shit quality phone. I'm like, tree's kind of huge there, Waylon. And he goes, so where are y'all? And then I ended up saying the N-word.
Yeah, it was so funny because his dad, Waylon's dad, was like 10 feet away, and then I heard you, and then it was so quick.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I'm not afraid anymore. But I was looking at it. I'm like, nigga, that's. You're not in James' house. What? And then he immediately hung up. And I'm like, this lying bitch. I was so fucking pissed. Like, you made me wait for a whole 10 minutes real. And then Waylon's in the group chat like, yo, you need to chill out. My dad was right next to me.
That shit was so fucking funny.
I was on my ass. I'm like, oh, fuck, no. Because, like, From where I'm standing, I assume that I am probably one of his dad's favorite friends or black friends of
Most
Waylon.
likely.
I'm probably Waylon's only black friend now that I think about it. But I assume that I'm one of his favorites. I'm like, I hope he doesn't think anything less of me after that. I hope he doesn't think that I am, I don't know, less fortunate and of the ghetto from thinking like that. Like, I just immediately just transitioned from, like, I wasn't even in front of his dad. I just went from black to white in the car. I'm like, I hope he isn't upset with my language. I would pray that he isn't. And then I'm just thinking, like, wait a minute. I assume this dude probably heard worse.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. He's an adult. He definitely heard worse. But, like, just the idea of, like, you know, fucking making a bad impression on him, it was so fucking funny. Because me and Josh and William were just dying laughing afterward.
Like, I asked Waylon when y'all got here because he finally got his silica working and wanted to drive it around. I was like, hey, did your dad hear me say anything? Like was he not happy or anything? He's like, dude, he didn't give a shit. I'm like, are you sure, man?
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little terrified of Waylon's dad because, like,
just because he knows so much.
No, not only that, but when Waylon would pick us up in his truck, the back seats were just always folded up. So I'm like, your dad's got to be murdering someone behind back here, bro. Like, he just has to. Like, your dad could be like a secret agent or assassin. And, like, every time his dad goes to work, this man is decked out from head to toe in all black.
Yeah,
black
I
beanie,
noticed
black
that. I was
shirt,
like, damn.
pants, boots. I'm like, dude, he's gonna murder someone.
Yeah. What you call it? I thought he was a bank robber at first. I was like, a mechanical engineer? Nah, bank robber seemed more realistic.
So no, don't get me wrong. Waylon's dad is fucking awesome. Quite frankly,
Yeah, cool
if I was adopted by anyone, I'd be adopted by that dude. Mm-hmm. He's real cool. But this man gives off some menace type energy sometimes, and he does it so nonchalantly. Like, I feel like if I would just ask him, like, yo, what would be the best way to get rid of a body? He would give me like an in-depth, step-by-step way of the most efficient and most profound way to get rid of a body. And I just gotta sit there like, if I cross this man,
notes?
I just feel like if I ever have to run away from someone, I hope it's not that dude, because I feel like he can track me down and just make it a living hell for me. Yeah, Waylon's dad is awesome. Real G, if you will.
Oh yeah. What else did we do during the week? I don't remember much.
Oh. You know, I almost got into a car accident.
Really?
Yeah. Remember how I said that my last 2 weeks were a little shit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, last week I was hanging with a couple of friends. We went to this hibachi place. I didn't originally wanted to. I mean, originally, yeah, I did want to go, but that was like the week prior. That week of, I didn't, cause my mind was not in the best of places. Like playing a whole ass mental mind game with myself, you know. And there was two people there who I just Didn't want to be around.
Was it? Are you okay? Or can we say it?
No.
All right.
No, if they are somehow or for some reason or whatever listening to this podcast,
fuck them.
Well, no, fuck. No. I'll say I'm sorry, but y'all never asked, so that's probably why you're finding out this way.
Oh yeah.
That's if they listen to this, of course.
Most likely not. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we only get 3 listeners averagely.
One best listener.
Oh, right. You're right. I can't forget about Josh. So
Yeah.
He doesn't count though. He's just automatic. Consider him a bot. But but yeah, I didn't want to go because I was thinking of things I didn't want to think of. It was just making my entire mindset toxic. I'm like, damn, this is not how I flow. This is just wrong. But I was so pissed about the entire matter. Not them. I was more pissed off at myself specifically that I started feeling really fucking guilty about it. And I didn't notice that I got an iron stomach, right? As you can tell, I put a whole stick of fucking butter in here.
Yeah, that shit is still nasty to me.
I can down anything, no problem. But I cannot deal with my emotions that well, which is probably the reason why I don't get stressed too easily or at all, because I just don't like dealing with it. Mm-hmm. But my stomach felt like shit the entire day, and whenever I picked them up, it was even worse. And I felt like I just lost my appetite, which is weird. I don't lose appetites at all. So we went to this hibachi place. Keep in mind, I am breaking almost every traffic law there is to break getting there.
Is that anything new?
I went past 10 stoplights, 5 stop signs, and I was doing 100 the entire fucking time I was in that car. That car, by the way, that has a check engine light on for its gas and its suspension. And it was every time that I was driving, it was always 0 to 60 within a heartbeat. There was no flow in between. There was no 0 to 10, 30, no. Always 60. And the moment I hit the highway, it's 100. If I hit something, it's most likely going to die. But this hibachi place we went to, it was next to the Guitar Center that we went to last time, right?
Probably. I don't remember.
You were there with me. Yeah, you're the one who wanted to go.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
It was over there, and I was looking for a parking spot because I believe it was a Saturday, and hibachi just so happened to be very busy on Saturdays, literally every other business, I guess. But I was looking for a parking spot, and I'm like, I went into the back of this place. I got to turn around, so I floored it. Did a little burnout in the process, and I realized it's hard to control that car a little bit, but. That's not where I almost got into the wreck. No. I parked, went to the hibachi. I kept to myself the entire time because I felt like if I were to speak, I may or may not end up shedding a little bit of a tear. Maybe. Right. I may end up lashing out on someone. So just kept my shit on and just kept my head low. And apparently in hibachi, you got to set reservations, right?
Oh, really?
Apparently. And Josh was supposed to be coming with us, but his grandpa picked him up. And keep in mind, this is the day where I went poor for my last paycheck, right? Which you don't quite know about that. Let me get that out the way first. Hours before all this, friend, the one that I also didn't talk about the fucking gym thing. I'll get that out the way.
I heard about it.
But no one else has. But
yeah, I guess so.
Let me get this out the way first, right? So, got a gym membership, couple discount in quotation marks. Got to put those air quotes there for people who can't see. Don't do that, no. And then she's like, yo, based off everything that you owe me right now, that would be $123. And I was with Josh at the time, right? And this was after I spent $70 getting groceries and gas. And I was with Josh, and he heard me just go, what the fuck? I was like, what's up, bro? I was like, I'm broke. I'm fucking broke now. This is what happened, right? I had to go get groceries, $40. Gas, $30. And then that $123 hit, and I'm like, dude, that's over half a damn paycheck for me. What? So, fast forward back to the hibachi. There's reservations. Josh didn't show. So they're like, oh, now we have to find someone to take up the seats. Because whenever they do hibachi, whatever, the entire table's got to be filled, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like 2 extra people just sat down right next to us or some shit. And then there's like, so what are you gonna get? Jamin is like, I'm not in the mood to eat at all. I lost my appetite. And I guess my friend just assumed I had to take a massive shit. Which even if I did, I still would have eaten. I would not care. But we were there, and it's like, oh, dude, I think you have to order something. Like, are you fucking serious? I don't have the money to order something right now. And in my mind, because what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be going hibachi, and then we're gonna go to round 1, the mall, which is an arcade, right? And I'm like, I'd rather spend my money on the arcade, because that would at least last me something compared to this food. So at the hibachi place, it's like, oh, you have to order. Damn it! I guess I'll try to get something small. Nothing in hibachi is small.
Oh yeah, I think they're oversized you.
Nothing is fucking small. They give you extra shit that you weren't really expecting to get, right? And the dude, the little fucking, the cook, whatever, he came out fucking throwing his tonsils in the air and shit, whatever, cutting them, dicing that shit up, flipping it. It's like, hey yo, you want to see flames? Pow! And just fucking flames. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, damn, that's cool, because I was a bit of a pyromaniac as a kid, you know. I was very addicted to fire, and I'm like, that is nice. And I felt the warmth too. Like every time it hit my face, like my entire body language would go from full on aggression to just
relaxing.
Yes, a relaxed state of mind. And then once it's gone, I'm like, bitch.
Where's that?
But yeah, I got some kind of vegetable platter or some shit. It had mushrooms in it, which I didn't know about, and so I'm like, nah. I just ate off all the greens. I had some kind of weird looking noodles and some rice, and I didn't even eat all that. I got a to-go plate. I literally took like 3 bites out of that entire dish, and I got a to-go plate. And I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not eating this when I get home at all. I'm gonna throw it immediately in the trash.
Wow, you son of a bitch.
Oh, don't worry, it didn't go to waste.
The fig ate it or some shit?
Yeah, I dropped it, and she had a fat nibble of it in the fucking parking lot, and I'm like, I don't even care. But when we left the hibachi, I was the first one to walk out because I'm like, I don't want to be in here. I'm cold. I'm going back to the car because I had to check and see if the car was okay. Like, yeah. I was going pretty balls to the wall with that car, and I was thinking to myself like, I would really hope that this does not break down. That would be a problem. So I'm just checking out the car. I'm in there, and I just start minding my business, minding myself, and then other friend comes in. It's like, hey, dude, you good? And I'm like, yeah. In all seriousness, are you? No, I'm really not. Yeah. And he's pretty quick to assume, but every time he does, it's like the same repetitive thing. It's like, is it this? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's the main reason. Again, I was more pissed off with myself than I was anything else. But like he didn't really go in further. But I showed him my bank account, and he's like, $100 something. That's nice. So that was $400 a couple hours ago, and he goes, oh, damn. I'm like, yeah, I'm very, very pissed. Very pissed.
Wait, I'm surprised that he said $100 is nice. Like, what?
Oh, I just like, I guess that's what he just assumed that I just had or something. I don't know. He was like,
that's like completely broke in my head.
That is broke in my head. I can barely afford rent with it. Like, no, I can't afford rent with it. I can't even afford my half of the rent. I was gonna do with that $400. I was gonna save it up for DoorDash so I can make some more money, and then after that, I was gonna save up for my half of the rent for next month. And once I did that, I was gonna save up for a bass guitar at Guitar Center for Black Friday. I'm not gonna make that fucking deadline. So I was very, very upset about that. And so fucking we leave the parking lot, and I try to cheer up a little bit, doing a bit of an ass job at it, but no one really notices all that much except for anyone who's directly next to me. And I go, all right, where are we going, guys? I'm gonna escort y'all for the day, and we can head on from there. And he's like, you going to round 1? I'm like, round 1? Yeah, we'll go to round 1. All right, buckle up, put on my music, and like the main people I just didn't want to hear. I want to be distracted from everything. That music up all the way. someone in the back was complaining like, yo, so we're gonna get some AC. I turned that shit up all the way, right? And the AC vents in the back haven't really been used in a minute, so dust, straight dust all over them, right? And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Once I hit the road, you get some AC, trust me. But we're asking the Guitar Center, and like I said, 0 to 60, only 0 or 60. There we go. And there was a car in front of us, and I was so distracted from just trying to distract myself, I guess, that I didn't notice that the car slowed down and came to a stop because it was gonna turn, because the way that road is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit. I just immediately slammed on the brake. Right. Sometimes when you slam on the brake of a car,
it kind of skids a little bit.
It skids a little bit. Does some jumps here and there, just skids. That shit was smooth as hell, as if the brakes were already fading, right? But I slammed on it, and I was inches away from hitting the back of this car, right? And like everyone all stopped. I took my hat off, and I'm like, I'm just that good. I looked back at everyone like, yeah, I'm just that good.
I'll be scared shitless.
And then they're all like, I thought he was gonna hit him. I thought he did hit him, but I didn't hear a crash or anything. I was like, yeah, because I don't get in car wrecks. Obviously, I may almost get into a car wreck, but I'm built different. All right, I'll never put any scratch on a car unless it is stationary, right? And the only way for me to get into a car wreck is I got to be parking a parking lot and some dumbass has to hit me, or if I just trip and fall and scratch the car. I don't know, but that's the only way for me to get into a car wreck. But went on our way and it was like, keep in mind, there's a round one significantly closer to the one that we were going to, right?
Grapevine, the round one.
Yeah, that one's literally just down the highway for us. But I'm like, I haven't really gone there from this Guitar Center, so I don't feel like it. So I went to the one all the way in Arlington, which is significantly far compared to Keller, mind you.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes away, big dog.
Well, I cut that shit down in half. Because like I said, I was doing 100 the entire time, 100 and over. And there was like no police for some reason. Seriously, I was a menace to society on that road. But went over there, and I was driving the whole time, and I'm like, just need some better AC. I wrote down all the windows. I just the fucking wind just hitting everyone's ears. And I had my music up on blast. And like someone tried asking me a question, but I just flat out ignored them because I'm like, dude, shut up. Right? I'm pissed. I gotta stay focused on the road, but distracted at the same time. It's hard to multitask two different things when they contradict each other. But went to round one. I had no money, as you'd expect. So I added more to my fucking agitation. So I was pissed about it. The mall wasn't closed yet, so I started walking around. I'm like, damn, boring in here. Walked back into the round one. Some tall black girl walked up to me with her friend, and she says, she goes, "Hey, Lil Tecca." I'm like, what the fuck, Lil Tecca? Hey, whoa. Now, normally I would be pissed about this because I hate being misidentified, purposely or accident. I hate it when people get my name wrong, whatever. But it came out of fucking nowhere that I got happy about it. I'm like, what the fuck? And her friend like, don't listen to her. It's like, yeah, you Lil Tecca, aren't you? Come on, let me take a photo. It's like, you don't have to. It's like, nah, I want a photo anyway. So I took a photo, and somewhere out there's some black chick with a photo of me and her. But I started doing some more walking around. Saw my friends I was with. I'm like, boring in here. Was about to walk back outside, but then some little black boy walks up to me. About the same height as me, actually, but he seemed younger. And he goes, hey, my friend, my homegirl kind of left me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I didn't say that to his face, but I wanted to laugh right there. I'm like,
so funny.
I was like, damn, bro. She just left you.
How the fuck does that even happen?
I regained my composure. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. If you need a ride somewhere, I can help you with that. It's like, nah, I'm down to stay, but I don't really know anyone. So what made you think that I wanted to know someone? Like, what? And then my friend walks up. I was like, oh, you made it in here. I'm like, yeah. So who's this? I'm like, his friend left him. And then he started laughing in front of his face. I'm like, I had to turn around so I wouldn't laugh. I'm like, God damn, dude. So I looked at him and was like, well, sorry, I can't really help you because I'm kind of broke, so I wasn't planning on staying in here anyways. So I walked back outside, give a little goodbye to the guy, everyone else went back to doing whatever the fuck they were doing in round one. And so I got my skateboard in my car, and I got my camera. My camera just so happened to fucking die. Not before I got some nice photos of this. Fuck, I always get them mixed up. But it was, I believe it was a Dodge something, but it had the wrap of some Need for Speed stickers, whatever, on it. I'm like, yo, that's sick. Now, I was gonna go riding my skateboard around some more, take some photos of cars. Unfortunately, the camera died too quickly. Yeah. So had to drop that off my car, and I started riding the skateboard around some more. Apparently, can't ride skateboards on mall premises.
I'm like, honestly, I'm surprised that you even lasted this long. Cause like that hibachi thing, if I was pissed that much about me having $100 in my bank account, I would have went home immediately.
Here's the thing, I'm a very patient dude.
Really? I have no patience for bullshit. I'm like, if we're not doing anything, I'm going home immediately.
Honestly, my patience is one of the main reasons as to why I was pissed that day. Because I'm like, I'm too patient for my own good. And it was just pissing me off that day. I can go more in detail about it, but I don't want anyone hearing that sappy ass story. But got back with everyone, and I guess I dropped them off. I was gonna drop off because they were all planning on going to the park, but two of them smoke and they wanted to go grab their weed and shit first. And so we were pulling down on the street, but every fucking police in like 3 counties over was all there. I'm like, someone must have got right. And I was like, how did I not get caught breaking all these traffic laws, you know? So backed out, had to wait in line of this long ass line at the stoplight. Went to go drop them off the other way. Went to go drop off the other people, and then I skidded off. They were like, "Yo, Jamie, you joining?" And I'm like, "Nah." No, okay, that's cool. So I drove back off.
Steven?
Huh? What?
I think we have to pause there for a bit.
Why?
Why? Because you're talking too much.
All right. Don't worry. This is the end of the story. But
all right, we can finish it up.
I went back home, and I threw up the hibachi.
You threw it up?
Yep. Not forcefully, like I said.
Oh, okay.
My stomach was feeling like shit because I was guilty.
Anorexic shit.
I felt guilty like all fucking day when I was with them. And it just got to the point where I was like, damn, my stomach feels like shit now. Like fucking horrendous. And then I just threw up in the fucking park when I was walking fake. She got a nibble of that.
That's
disgusting.
Was
nasty, yeah.
That's so gross.
She got a little nibble. Fortunately, it was only a little nibble of what I ate. And everything else that I ate that morning. But came back. Fig got the rest of the hibachi that I spilt all over the parking lot.
On purpose?
No, I straight up just accidentally dropped it.
Oh, really?
I don't know what I was carrying, but I was carrying a lot apparently, and that just happened to spill, and I just didn't give a shit. But I came back, woke up the next day, and I didn't realize I threw up in my sleep. It was fucking awful.
That's disgusting too.
Yeah, it was horrendous. I'm like, damn, this is nasty as shit. So
you literally threw up in your own mess.
I deep cleaned my entire house after that, and yeah, that was that. Anything interesting happened to you though?
No, not really. I mean, a lot of bullshit happened at work. That's what I remember.
Damn.
But like, remember BJ's that we went just
Yeah.
like the day before we went rock climbing, and like in the group chat, me and Judah and Carlo were just taking pictures, and one of us has his old bare ass out. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, everyone, we kind of went to BJ's. I think it was last week.
No, it was
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks
Damn,
ago.
time flies. We went to BJ's. Oh yeah, and you didn't order your fucking food. Man, that was so fucking funny. That was funny as hell. Like, I feel like the waitresses were already dealing with enough of our shit. Especially whenever they were
Nah, not really.
no, it's more like they were enjoying it, you know? Because I think one of them walked up to us before you got... Sit down. One of them walked up to us before you showed up. And she went, listen, we got a party of 20 that needs to come in, and I need y'all to be as obnoxiously loud as possible.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh, you asked the right squad. So we weren't really getting loud, but apparently the people that we wanted to piss off so they can leave was directly behind us. and I was facing him. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So I just started talking about the most random shit. I'm like, you know, if I just laid my nuts out on this table right now, we just started talking about some dumb shit. It was so fucking funny, and like they left. And I don't think they left because we were annoying them enough. Because like the lady,
I think she was getting pissed off of us.
the lady kept coming. It's like, listen, I need y'all to be a little more obnoxious, like loud. I'm like, it's like what? And at first I didn't know why, so I assumed they just wanted to make the place seem busy. But I was confused. I'm like, you have almost every fucking table taken. Why the fuck would you need to seem busy? But I found out about the party and whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
What party?
The party of 20 that was coming.
Oh,
Yeah. But I think the most interesting part of that night is whenever Waylon had to fucking order for your
I
ass.
think it was funny too, because I wasn't like.
Why don't you go ahead and explain that, James?
Because I wasn't even thinking half the time. I mean, honest, I don't even remember much about that fucking BJ thing. I didn't even remember when to order it.
So fucking.
But I'm pretty
so
sure it's
dumb.
like, and I was like, what the fuck?
This man's like, guys, what exactly do they have? Like, I don't really want to order. And Wayne's like, oh my fucking, oh my gosh.
I was like, I'll take the steering wheel for you.
This man said, okay, son, let me go ahead and get this for you. And the lady's like, what would you like, sir? And this dude snatched the fucking menu from your hand. He'll have the fucking burger with mushrooms and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, was that medium? Well done. He looked at you. You had no fuck of a clue what she was talking about. He's like, medium well. It was so fucking funny. And then like we just all kept cracking up about it. I was like, dude, you got bitched right there.
Well, what you call it? I remember you went to the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
'Cause
I went to the damn bathroom and James comes in. I'm like, dude, we're not girls. Piss off.
The thing, like, I had no clue where the bathroom was because I was like facing behind it, so I didn't want to ask. So I was like, I didn't want to look like an actual idiot, and I just followed Jamin. I just followed you when you went into the bathroom and shit.
Bro, you did the exact shit that everyone was predicting that night. Like, we're all like, I was like, where the fuck is James? Why is this dude late? It's like, probably ate before he got here. I'm like, I bet he did eat before he get here. His mom made some fire ass cooking, I bet. But Asil was like, listen, Jamin, when he comes here, don't go out there to get him. I'm like, what? He's like, I wasn't planning on it. I was like, why? He's gonna come over here and he's gonna call one of us and be like, hey, can you like come outside and come get me? And I'm like, all right, now you don't give him enough credit, but I was thinking about like that is something that
Yeah,
James
that's
would
something
do.
I would definitely.
And you did exactly that. You called me and said, "Hey, Jamin, can you come outside and come get me?" I'm like, dude, just go to the fucking door. Just go to the door.
I didn't want to like deal with the interactions. Like, hey.
Yeah, I fucking knew you did. So I was like, oh, walked out. Lady's like, leaving so early. I'm like, no, I'm not. Came to get you. Walk back in. I'm like, just like all you had to do was just walk in, look for us, and sit down. You didn't have to do
you guys
shit.
are pretty decently far away, so I wouldn't realize it.
Asil found us, but at least he had the fucking confidence to talk to someone and be like, yo, I'm here for a party of I believe 7. And he was like, oh yeah, that'll be over there. Right. And it's not like we wouldn't have found you first. If anything, I knew for a fact that if you walked through the door and told me, I'd fucking see you. And I would have been like, hey, James. I did the exact same thing with the seal. A seal walked in, and I saw him like, yo, that's a seal. And this was whenever we had to be obnoxious to these people. I'm like, hey, a seal. Hey, yo, we're over here. A seal. And I guess he didn't hear me, but everyone else around me definitely heard me.
What you call it? One thing was really fucking weird, which I didn't realize this, but like there was a group of family that was just looking at us constantly. Like I noticed, like every once in a while, they take a glance at us, and I was gonna tell it to Waylon. Waylon was like, "Fuck you, won." I was like, "All right, never mind." But like they were glancing at us constantly, and it felt really fucking weird. I was like, "Why the fuck are they looking at us?" It was so fucking awkward in my opinion. So like. Once like we switched sheet, it was a lot better because like there was a fucking wall right next to us, so I wouldn't have to look at them.
Bro, but you walking into that restroom, that fucking got me because I didn't know that there was someone else in there. I did not notice that man when I walked.
Yeah, there was a person just standing there in the dark. And
I think I straight up shat on you in that restaurant. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing in here, man? It's like, what? The toilets don't have handles? No, head ass. It's automatic. Just piss in. Right? And I turn around to go wash my hands. Like, oh shit, there's a whole ass dude in here. Fuck.
I went to the bathroom. It was like, usually it's automatic and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And you're shitting on me because they have a lever and shit.
Yeah.
I think it was actually a button. I don't fucking remember. But I didn't realize the button because like at like most store I go to is automatic and shit like that.
Fancy. Oh
yeah. You son of a bitch. But what else happened? Fucking.
Can you stop? Oh yeah. Fucking. Actually no. Not a whole lot actually. You know.
It was pretty fun. So like. We went to your house, fucking, when you guys left, me and
played some Smash. Dude, what the fuck was up with you and Josh? Like, we just saw y'all wrestle. I'm like, yo, if y'all gonna wrestle, do it over there. There's more space.
Okay, so I don't remember exactly, but I think Josh was going through my phone, which it prompted me, because, like, he was taking pictures, right? Mm-hmm. I asked him to take pictures, and I thought he was, like, actually looking through my phone, which I do not like at all. That's why, like, I jumped on him and stuff like that. And then, it was an awkward position for me to be in. I gotta be honest. Because, like, I think I definitely got into a headlock. And then, after that, I was like a fucking U, like this. And I couldn't fucking, like, move anywhere because it was so awkward to move. Any place else, it would have, like, cracked my neck or some shit. I was like, all right.
Yeah, you attempting to wrestle Josh was a bit of a sight to see. Because I'm like, even if it was, like, a real fight or something, you would not win.
Are you sure?
I just think Josh would body you, bro.
What you call it? Josh is definitely stronger than me.
He's got weight and height on you.
Oh yeah, he's like 5'9", 5'10". I don't remember. I'm like
probably 5'10". I'm 5'11".
But I definitely would put up a good fight against him.
Pretty interesting one, I believe so. Yeah.
Because,
bro,
I still want to wrestle Josh again. That was fun as hell.
I can't wait till I'm no longer working at Chicken Express or fast food, you know.
Honestly, I work at
Listen, James,
I have no clue.
I just need the money right now.
I don't want to work poverty level.
I need the money right now, and that's basically. Oh, dude, fuck that. Actually,
what?
DoorDash. God damn.
DoorDash fucking awful, man.
So fucking annoying. Like, thank you for giving me money off of the scams that you do on other people.
What? I gave you money?
No, not you. I'm talking about DoorDash.
Oh.
Just the thing is, like, people don't understand how much of a scam DoorDash really is.
Yeah,
it would be much cheaper to use your own gas and go get your own food.
The thing is, like, you have to tip $10 because the DoorDash don't even pay enough. It's like
no, the fuck you don't. I ain't getting no tips.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you have to do it, but nobody fucking does it
because they're too broke to go walk their own ass up.
And to fucking store. Lazy, dog.
Well, I was like, I'm getting money off of something, so I guess that counts. Around $3 an hour or some shit. It's not even an hour. I can't really give an average on it because it's always random.
The thing is, for me, it's like it's a decent side hustle, but it really depends on the time where I would like to do it. Like right
it depends
now,
on the time and place.
Yeah, because like I would definitely go to Keller, not on a busy hour because busy hour are awful. Even though you might get more money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking what is it? Down there in North Richland Hills. That place gets busy at night.
Oh really?
Mostly the Applebee's. Yeah, I went to go do that. I went to go do that Applebee's and I made $80 within a night.
Oh yeah. Damn.
I only did like 4 orders.
That's really good.
Yeah. So I believe it is luck based, but if you know the city that you're doing in, if you know it well,
yeah, if it's consistent enough, you might be able to like live off of it.
I'm never doing DoorDash to live off of. Not in that car, at least. That's too damn much.
Oh yeah.
Too much for me, honestly. Oh man. What time are we at, James?
3 seconds within an hour.
3 seconds.
Yeah, we're like within an hour and almost 30 seconds.
Let's go ahead and cut it off right here then.
All right, baby.
Hold up. All right. Actually, I didn't really have an outro. Just fucking leave it. Later, everyone.
Bye. Wait, how do I stop this again?
Oh my.